Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Friel. This is gonna be the round of 60 Mappool showcase, and I'm joined by Taikeni.
Hello, for real. It's gonna be an exciting one. Round of 16. We got a pretty nice amount of custom maps in this pool. More customs than not. Which means a lot of new maps for players to try you've never seen before, and that's always just a super fun element of tournaments with large amounts of custom maps like this. So I am super pumped to be looking at this pool.
I'm also very excited because even for the non-custom picks, we kind of picked I think our picks are sort of interesting this time around. Because for example, if we are almost moving on to the first map of the map pool, which is gonna be Nomad One. Nomad One, for example, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the map, everyone knows the song, but to my knowledge, this map was not pulled in the past 3 years in any tournament, or if it was just not played. At least according to Elite Bodics. So that's gonna be an interesting one. I think
Yeah.
we can just go ahead and check the Nomad One. That's right. Gekka Midare Botan.
Yeah, I love map that doesn't have that many tournament plays, at least within the past few years. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I was like really surprised because like all the when you do like also beat map ID command with the with the bot, it usually brings up like all the tournaments where it was pulled and actually played, and like every single tournament that it just lists out are like from like 2020 and 2021, and I'm like, was this really not pulled in like later than 2021? And I tried to like search for these, and yeah, apparently people just forgot that this map exists. So.
Yeah, I mean, a great map though. Meg and Rollpan are, two of the best mappers to ever come out of Japan. Just such talented aim mappers. And this map is a testament to that. It is just such a solid, fun aim map. There's nothing like I would say is too crazy about this, but it is just so fun.
To be honest, it is very burst heavy. It has quite a lot of bursts and some longer streams here and there. So some people might disagree that this is not really like a conventional Nomad One. I think I explained it like last year as well. The way I like to pull Nomad One is I think Nomad One should be a general consistency check and not an aim map. But that's just my way of pulling. Regardless, this is a little bit over 4 minutes. Again, 200 BPM. So it's about a 20 BPM jump from a round of 32, and the stats are kind of standard for. The map has 1/3, although not really for a long period of time. So you shouldn't be concerned about that.
Yeah, as you said, it is very consistency heavy, right? Like, especially just in that 4 minutes, 10 seconds length. It's not like super short, but high spacing. It's just general. This is a 7-star map. Can you play 7-star map? I hope you can.
Although, if I must admit, whenever I'm doing like practice sessions to like de-rust for a little bit, I'm always like at least giving this map like one try, because this is kind of like a go-to warm-up for me, and I get nervous if I get like somewhat high accuracy. So I would assume this in like an actual match scenario, most of the misses people will encounter are probably gonna be like shit misses. Because this isn't really like all that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's the reality of the Nomad One in general.
I assume that's why in the past, like maybe, well, I wouldn't say a few years, but definitely a couple of years, people started banning Nomad One over every other slot practically.
What a good song, man.
such a classic as well. Did you know that I think this was actually published in like 2012 or something?
That sounds right, honestly. This song has been around a long time.
Not to mention that the map itself is actually old as well. Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
this wasn't loved like it wasn't loved in the 2020s. This was definitely before 2020.
No, I mean, you can tell it's old because it's still roll_pan. Like, that ages it more than anything.
That does scream old, yeah. That's the one.
Yippee!
Yippee! As for Nomad 2, we can immediately move on. For Nomad 2, so this one, I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with this, because this was a really often picked. If I have to say, this is quite an overused pick, but you know, some might say that because something is overused, it means that people just trust this map to be like, yeah, okay, well, if like 30 other tournaments use this, then it must be some. There must be a reason, you know. So Tomei Dragon.
I mean, well, okay. Let's be real. When you're pulling Nomad 2, you don't really have a choice other than overused maps or custom. It's a hard world out here.
Because the thing is, at least, definitely since like, at least since COVID, people like there's not much like actual flow maps being ranked. So either you have like 5+ minutes Kardashev songs ranked, which obviously you can't really pull that in like Nomad 2 because it's over 5 minutes, or it's just like blatant farm like Plasma Gun and I don't know what the Glory Days, yeah. So it's like either of the two, and you don't really find maps like this exactly ranked because this is not really like, I mean, I guess you can call Slider technically a good Nomad 2 pick, but then again, Slider is also like a recent farm map. But
yeah. I kind of wish non-farm flowing was ranked more, because like I've had to play the farm flowing maps in tournament before, and it's not fun. These kinds of maps are fun. At least that's how I personally feel. But yeah, it happens, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like Nomad Speed, where it at this point it's just such a tourney core thing that the only reason that you're going to see a map is if it was made to be pooled in tournaments.
The fate of stream maps.
Yeah.
Only 5 BPM lower than Nomad 1, and this, with the massive amount of combo, as you can see, this is still 1.6, we are at 1.6k. This is quite stamina heavy as well, because the streams just never end.
Yeah, and that, and you're encroaching on 200 BPM. You're not quite there, but you're certainly on the doorstep with 195. And once you kind of cross that margin, that's when it truly becomes just really hard stamina. So, combined with this really tough flow aim and the fact that the BPM's just almost to that really tough stamina point, this is really hard to be tapping by the end.
Moving on, we have we're actually quite we are picking up the pace actually. Moving on, we have Nomad 3, which is going to be our first custom for this map pool. It's a custom map by Cat, if I pronounce the name correctly.
I've never been sure, honestly. Like, okay, Aaron Cat's been around, like, since I started mapping, to varying degrees, and I've, like, never learned how to pronounce the name. I think I've always said something different to each person, which is really funny.
I mean, to me, Aaron Cat just sounds like right, just about correct. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I would say it's correct. So 271 BPM. It's as for the map, it's kind of more on the flow aimy side of Nomad 3, is kind of a classical Nomad 3. it does have a fair bit of snap aim patterns, but it's more on the flow side. For example, I could just compare this to like Makarusa, the classic Makarusa, the 6-star set, or perhaps even Amazing Break. At least these are the maps that this one reminds me of. 3 minutes and 37 seconds in terms of drain time. And I believe a whole 0.1 star higher than previous rounds, Nomad 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's quite the increase.
It really is. Welcome to alt map star rating, where nothing makes sense. Dude, I finished an alt map last night for a 7.7 star pool. You want to take a guess as to what the star rating ended up being?
It's like, yeah, I would guess it's like way lower than Nomad 1.
Oh yeah, because it's 5.1 stars.
Excuse me? What?
No, it's all precision, which skews that way further. But still, it's ridiculous.
What have you mapped?
Oh, I've mapped something incredible. That's what I've mapped.
Oh
It's
man.
CS6, by the way. It's not like it's CS 6.5 or like 7 or no, CS6 plain, 5.1 stars, balanced.
God damn. You know, actually. Oh wait, what's that? There's like a 5-star map that's like similar to that. I think it's a Powerwolf song. Christ and Combat. That's also CS something 5 or 6, and that's also an odd map.
Didn't realize there was a good Christ in Combat map.
No, I mean, I think is it? I think it's a Piroshki map set. Piroshki does like good.
There is. Huh.
Piroshki does good Christ and Combat maps. Quite bursty for a Nomad 3 as well, but also
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Are those like okay? They're 1.6. Okay, that makes sense. So you're not streaming 271 randomly.
nah. That would be a little bit weird.
I've seen it, honestly. Like I've totally seen it. I pulled the grand finals recently where there was a 280 BPM bursts in a Nomad 3.
Oh lord. A little bit on the longer side even.
Yeah, I mean that's 330 isn't that long, but it feels so long when you're playing this map.
Just because of the stamina, I assume. Now, we have a little bit of a surprise up next, which is gonna be the Nomad 3, and a little bit of an insight before we start the showcase.
Nomad 4.
Unfortunately,
Nomad 4.
oh, excuse me.
The next map is the Nomad 4, not the Nomad 3 again.
Oh yeah, Nomad 4. Sorry. So before moving on to that, unfortunately, the artist does not exist anymore. I'm pretty sure something happened. Probably just a personal life hit hard, and unfortunately, they are gone from the internet altogether. But they finished their Rescup custom song before they left, and we are still using it. So let's move on. So, as you could see, this one is insanely heavy on the tapping. Really, really heavy on that.
Why did they put streams in my tech map? Slot pooling is dead. Nah, it's a good map. Yeah, 100 milliliters of ethylene glycol. Glycol? I'm actually not sure. By Lavenir Frosh, I believe they won't be uploading this, or this song won't be uploaded anywhere, right? It'll just be
Nah.
here on O2.
Unfortunately not. Well, I mean, we will try and get it up on YouTube without the beat map as well. So you could perhaps listen to it on YouTube Music and all that. Obviously, we are going to upload this showcase, like the custom song showcase, separately. But yeah, the artists themselves will not be uploading this anywhere, unfortunately. Also exclusive.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Woo! The first one.
The first one. Moving on, we have HD1, another custom map, and I need to shut up. Otherwise, I'm gonna be fanboying so hard.
So which gotcha game is this?
Star Rail.
I see. Okay.
And Impact Third. It's like both of them, but like. So the thing is, this song was an entry for the Honka Impact Third fan art contest, I think in last year actually, and this is kind of like a theme song for a character called Mei, Raiden Mei. You could be familiar perhaps with her counterpart in Genshin Impact, who was called Raiden Shogun, and this, well, it actually has nothing to do with Star Rail. Just the mapper just kind of like we decided on the like the diff name and the background after like a recent story patch for Star Rail. It's kind of a spoiler in a way, but yeah, I mean she is in Star Rail as well, in her own ways, I guess.
Interesting. I have never touched the Honkai series any specific game, but I've become familiar with Star Rail characters through Pixiv. Because there is so much art that it just recommends to me every day. Especially Silverwolf. Pixiv knows.
I mean, to be fair, there's so much insane. Like, actually, the character designs for like for these MiHoYo games, they are just absolutely top notch.
They're so cool. I know that people talk sometimes about how MiHoYo characters are like over-designed and like, yeah, they're not wrong, but they look cool.
Yeah, they are definitely over-designed, but I mean, for like a better cause. So this map is quite short actually. Well, compared to the previous picks.
Yeah, that means that like this map has to be difficult all the time, which it certainly is. You know, a lot of those really strange cross-screen jumps that are super hard to hit, strange stream angles, and just pure spacing that dominate this map.
It's quite space. That's for sure. And it's like there's just so many accel and deceleration streams. Or just bursts. I don't know if I could call these streams actually. It just bursts.
Yeah. Alright, that is the hidden one. Let's move on into the hidden two. With mystery selection of replay. It's help me, I'm being forced to play hidden two. Save me, someone!
So, Darkness Parade. Let's ignore the replay by that person for a while.
You would ignore that. You would. You're evil. You are evil.
What 1 hour of sleep does to a myth. Well, so we needed something flowy. Because obviously we didn't have enough flow, right? No mod 2, no mod 4. Sorry. This is a low BPM flow. not high BPM. Quite the difference. But anyway, so this replay was done by Randy. And yeah, Randy does not like playing AC2.
Hurry, Randy.
The thing is, you're gonna see a pattern, because on HR2, it's gonna be another meme, like a meme name. And I think on Fremont 3 as well, there's gonna be, I think it's even chronological order, you're gonna see a story unfold. You'll see anyway. So I believe Darkness Parade was a custom song for OWC 2023, right? I think it was. And
yeah, I think so. Oh, wouldn't it be crazy if it said it in the background? Yes, it is. That's crazy.
oh yeah, it is in the background.
Yeah, don't look anywhere else in the background. Just look at the bottom.
Ignore Randy's cry for help.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, sorry. So much tapping.
Yeah, so much and flow.
I can't get past over what I've just witnessed when Randy was submitting replays. I was genuinely laughing for like an hour straight.
I'll have to scroll back out through the replay thread to see this.
You have to see that yourself. That's just wild. So either way, usually when you see like low BPM flow aim, well, in our cases, we would usually do that in HD3 slots, just because like I feel like that's like the most appropriate slot for like a low BPM flow aim stuff kind of gimmick or like niche. But yeah, I mean, given we clearly didn't have enough flow aim yet, so here's one of them. Hardest map in a pool? I disagree. Oh yeah, the next one. Well, this also has a story to it. An HR1, a custom map by Logov now. Such a big surprise to most people.
Yeah.
Again, the beatmap background has nothing to do with Staria. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, it's actually the song. I believe is this map does not have not even like a ranked set, but it doesn't have like the full version map. I believe Logov like Lon is actually the first person to map the full version of Thank You No Other Robin.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's actually like no set that's like the entirety. No, because like this song was so hard to actually obtain. Like, I mean, obviously through legal ways, but like this map, like this song is just not available anywhere. I actually tried. Well, I mean, kind of like admitting to my sins. But I tried like looking for like alternatives, right? That's like not really legal, and I couldn't find jack shit. It's just not available anywhere. And I don't know where we got this actually. So we just we somehow found the full version of this. It's I believe the opening song for a really old anime that's not really all that popular. I think the anime is also called Thank You No Other Robin. I could be wrong.
Let me look it up. Yeah, I've seen this on OC before. I didn't realize it was TV size only.
Yeah, if you check even the pending or graveyarded section, there's just no full version.
Interesting. Also, yeah, the anime is half of it is called Tenkyo no Other Ramen. It's fully Nejimaki Seirei Senki Tenkyo no Other Ramen.
Quite a long name for an anime. I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
most of the shows nowadays actually have like
That shit's got a colon in it. That's how long it is.
quite the HR aim to be honest, because it's like CS 5.5 with HR at least.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the emphasis is really on the precision and the aim.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is this is like uber comfortable, right? You're not really gonna be having any problems like with like awkwardness in this map. It's pretty straightforward. Turns out, Log Off now knows how to make a comfortable aim map. Biggest surprise of the century, I know.
This map looks harder than the story I think it has. Yeah, yeah, I think so as well. I really don't think this is just 6.9 stars. But you know, star rating has never been like a correct way to actually describe the map's difficulty.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll pretend that the SR is completely correct.
Also, it's as like a fun fact, this was Lon's first time custom mapping for a tournament, and I was like,
Really?
yeah. So yeah, the background story was just really simple. I messaged Lon and I was like, yo, do you wanna like custom map for the tournament? Your map is gonna be managed by Mimi, and he was like, oh, sure.
I honestly
Then,
thought Gravity Game was a tournament custom. It feels so No Mod 1.
oh,
That's
gravity.
cool.
Oh yeah. I don't remember it being used all that much. I mean, maybe I'm just not following the tournament scene that that's quite closely, but
It's not a custom, I just checked. But
okay.
yeah, that's crazy.
Can't say no to Mimi. It's just facts. Anyway, HR2. More Honkai! We clearly didn't have enough in the pool yet.
Welcome everybody to Freel's tournament. I mean, okay, let's be clear. The other day, you even pinged me in the Res Cup mapping chat with another Honkai song. It never stopped. Congratulations. We are saved. Precision aim map. CA649. Yippee!
I'm now unmuted.
Good job. You done it. You're back.
God damn. So what do you want me to say about the HR2? It's nearly CS7.
It is. What is this no mod? What, like 5.5?
I believe so, yes. 5.5.
So good.
Yeah, clearly people are not going to like my backstories, but custom map by Nozomi again. Returning from 2023. I believe I was just like, I'm not even I just jokingly said, yo, do you want to map this? And he was like, oh, you know what? Yeah. And it's always just surprising. So like, I'm just messaging mappers, do you want to map this? And they are like, yeah. It's like, can people say no?
Yeah, that's why you don't ask. Otherwise, you get 50 Hawkeye songs in one tournament.
The previous one just had a Honkai BG. It wasn't a Honkai song.
All right.
Due to the low BPM, it may feel longer than it is actually, because it's only a little bit over 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Really slider heavy. For CS7, that's sort of brutal.
Yeah, we saw like one of the sliders earlier. Night missed literally every tick, which is so understandable. when you're playing CS7 sliders.
Also, this is where Nomad 4 went. Oh, pain! Who put the Nomad 4 in HR2? Anyway.
Yippee!
This was not played by Knight. This is Randy. This is just,
Randy!
This is
I got trolled. I got played. Oh my god.
This is Randy.
Randy's having too much fun. We gotta lock him back up in the Hidden 2 dungeon. Go.
Knight real. Anyway, moving on to DT1. Custom map by Oko.
Tom Daddy do? No way. Okay, I'm in.
And believe it or not, but the goal with this map was to bring back the old feeling of like really classic DT picks. You can definitely tell from the mapping style that Oko used here.
Oh my god, dude, Oko's the goat. I gotta speak that Oko's the goat. It's rare that you see this mapping style in tournaments. Like, it's just like, it's hard to make appealing in a tournament. But this map is kind of fire.
What am I even supposed to say? This map is just absolutely genius. Like, I was just stunned. And when we were actually like during the playtesting stage, there was like, I mean, obviously there were mods, but like I believe like literally everyone was like, yeah, this map bangs. There was literally like no bad word about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've never been like crazy about like symmetry mapping, but when it hits, it hits. I actually I pooled multiple Night Core symmetry maps in a recent tournament. So this is a very funny genre for me to return to in tournament because it's not a genre that did exist in tournament, but somehow it's everywhere I look now.
I'm all in for using like pre-2015 maps for DT. Those are always like such like there's such a throwback. It's like such a different era of mapping. It's so hard to like actually like get a grasp on like how people actually map like over 10 years ago.
Yeah. It's always interesting to look at. For DT, I feel like you put the symmetry maps in DT4. That's how I've always seen it. You go for some really weird reading shit, and then you put the not before 2015, not after 2015, but just 2015 maps in DT1.
I like how in chat Lon is just being flamed. Maybe didn't even message and like didn't even send a single message. The first message was just yeah, get help.
She's been camping, waiting for the moment.
Yeah, just decimated. Absolutely killed it. Moving on, DT2 is not going to be a custom map. It's Conflict.
Oh my gosh! In case you needed to remember that you're playing a rhythm game, here's the most rhythm game song.
To be fair, so far in the entire pro, yes, this is definitely the most rhythm game song. That's definitely true.
I go to round 1 and I can walk around any rhythm game and there's like a solid 15% chance I'll just hear this song playing.
Where is this even from, actually? Like, what's the source?
I don't know the original one because it's in fucking everything. It's a great question.
In before it's from DJ Max and we are gonna be like absolutely killed. Like hanged.
Citus.
Citus, okay. Cyrus is a good game. Go play it. Go try it out.
Wait, okay. This is actually an updated version of Conflict that was made for Citus. It might be older than that. Oh, yep, okay, BMS.
BMS 2011.
Yep.
God damn, this is ancient.
Yeah.
13 years old of a song?
Yeah,
game?
Again, this is the updated mix from 2016 that was made for Citus and then transferred over to every rhythm game ever made. But yeah.
Oh.
Old song.
Also really short. Probably like probably the shortest map in the entire pool. Actually, no, that's not true. I think DT3 is also really short. Anyway, moving on to DT3.
Whoa, no way! Dude, I can count.
A custom map from Soraka. It's a league name, but the mapper is called Soraka. The high BPM pick of the pool, 309 BPM. So, Vermist, right, from Sakurinaru. This, I believe, is extremely brutal. It's aim control at its finest. Really bursty, and it's so hard to describe this map in itself. It's kind of like it goes on and then stops and then goes on again. It's like the song can't decide whether I want to be intense or want to be calm.
Yeah. It's so fast. 309 BPM is messed up. When you pull this kind of BPM in a speed slot, it's what I've affectionately referred to in pooling calls and on pooling cheats as the "fuck you" BPM. It really appeals to one type of player, and it's speed specialist, right? And especially with the amount of aim control that's present in this map, you have to be a speed specialist to be able to even focus on the rest of this map.
Voting players rejoice. This is your map.
DKS players rejoice? Question mark.
DKS. Cloudyful method in the rest cup?
Imagine.
Ain't no way. Moving on, Free Mod 1 is going to be another custom map. It's Judge's second and last custom map for this iteration. Titan of Wonder. More Hololive!
Yo, that's crazy. It's Toa. I love Toa's voice. Up there with Suisei.
To be honest, I completely agree that there is like so much Honkai songs and there's not enough Hololive. That's just facts. But also yet another banger from Judge. This is awkward aim that I believe because of how this is mapped, I don't think this really like specifically favors any mod. It's CS 3.8. Could be like because of the AR, I believe. I mean, there's just so much like confusing patterns with HD. It's not like it's going to be a walk in the park. With HR, there's also gonna be the spacing. You have a challenge here and there as well. So maybe with easy, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. We are gonna have the stats ready after stream, right? And there has been a really surprising amount of like easy players in like the free mods in round of 32. I have no idea why, but people just absolutely love the idea of 1.75 multiplier for easy, and like I can't even like I kid you not, there has been like 6 matches or like 7 where people just actually chose easy.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not sure why, if any map really like specifically favored easy, but I guess maybe it
Kind of
does.
happens on lowest are free mod pools.
Incredible videos. I believe those are actually a little bit tougher with HR than they are with HD.
That makes sense. For hidden, the main thing that's going to be troubling you is the real true aim. Where the hard rock, you're going to be troubled more by that 1/4, where you have those space triples and that really tough flow patterning. But for hidden, it's hard to keep up with this on 9.2.
Yeah, honestly, without HD, as like, well, I mean, obviously we do not allow no mods in free mod because technically, yeah, it came up as like an argument like, why do we call it free mod if it's a force mod? Well, I mean, valid point. Just free mod is free mod. Why rename it? It's FM anyway, and even if I call it force mod, it's gonna be FM. So
I call it free mod because I'm American, brother. And I'm free!
moving on,
Speaking of free, you're free to ban this next pick because it's speed. Let's move on into free mod 2. Sorry, I'm on my hater arc.
So tell me what's the story between you and this map, Tekeri?
Oh, actually, I pulled this map. I like this map. So Half Slash, I always like to dig at him because Half Slash is someone that I've talked to a lot who has said to me in no unclear terms like no mod speed maps aren't a real thing, which it makes it so funny because he's mapped like more than enough of them, including Toho Kijinetsu. This one's a lot heavier in the aim aspect than most of the Half Slash speed maps from before, but those bursts are certainly still there at 235 BPM.
Even though free mod 2 in Rescup always stands for like large CS speed, obviously this is not all that large because it's CS4 without HR. So I mean, maybe we could have compensated with like a larger CS in free mod 1, but we didn't, so you'll have to bear with this. Too late to change now. But 235. A whole 10 BPM larger than higher than previous free mod 2, and I'm so sad that I mean I'm pretty sure Half Slash isn't entirely gone, but
he's not, but he is not really active either.
Yeah, I'm so sad because of that.
Yeah, he's a great mapper.
I've never really like admitted it like publicly, but I'm such like I mean I keep following his uploads and such. Like I have mapper notifications on for Half Slash. I'm an absolute fucking fan. I'm a fanboy, dude.
That's awesome. Half Slash is one of the most interesting people to talk to for me when it comes to mapping. He's so good. But that is also the entire map. It's only 2 minutes long. Let's move on into the next map, which is something. I forgot if there's a free mod 3. There is a free mod 3. Isn't that crazy? I didn't have the list right by me.
The last regular custom map for a round of 16, a custom map from Reiji Maigo. You know, last time poor Reiji was like, oh well, these star ratings for Rescup seem kinda high. I don't know if I can map something that like it's like compensating for like the Nomad 1 star ratings. And we were like, don't worry about it, we'll try and make it work. And Reiji was like, okay, well, let's settle on the song. It is Cracking by Hikari Suyo. And I was like, well, this is certainly an interesting start. This is gonna be like a really good pick for like round of 32 free mod 3. And then I think it was like maybe a month later, Reiji finished the map, and I just messaged the playtesters like, okay, well, round of 32 free mod 3, and then I was just messaging the DMs, Discord DMs, that I'm mentally sick that I'm putting this fucking hard map in round of 32, and I'm like, well, what a coincidence. Poor Reiji was concerned about the map not being hard enough, and it's like it's actually too hard for the stage it was originally planned for. I mean, I can't blame any mappers because like tournament mapping in general is could be really confusing for like people who are not like all that experienced with pooling itself, like the actual tournament. And I completely understand if a mapper just feels like the map isn't hard enough. But that's why we have playtesters here.
That's why we let them leave it on like AR 9.6 still, and then we put it in DT, and then suddenly everything's hard enough. Who knows how that works?
No! Oh my god. Oh.
We got jokes here at the Res Cup stream. Yeah, Reggie Maiko is such a good mapper, though. We've had a fair amount of Reggie Maiko, like, higher SR maps, but yeah, I completely understand whenever a mapper isn't comfortable with it, because it is tough.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, this map also feels like an older-ish style, kind of like DT1, map by Oko, and I don't know, I don't think Reiji usually maps like this, at least I don't remember most of his maps being like this kind of rigid in terms of like patterning. But it's quite slider heavy, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Second HR2.
So, we gotta address the elephant in the room. What happened with Knight and Hidden 2?
Oh, right. This is that replay. So, when we suggested when we were looking for HD2s, sadly HD2 this pool was like the hardest to actually pool because nothing really fit, and we just came to the conclusion that okay, well, Darkness Parade is gonna be like the one that's actually working, and Knight was like, okay, well, we are gonna choose this, but it's so doomed I can't play it, and then Randy was forced to play it, HD2, and Randy got like 350k, while Knight said, I can't SS it, it's doomed, and he got like 750k.
Oh my god!
And yeah, that's why Randy was going insane, because he had to play the maps he was weak at, because Knight couldn't SS.
Goat! Oh my god, the goat! Oh.
He just says actually 800k, not 750.
Knight, I love you. I love you so much. Holy shit.
Absolutely. Like that's the like quote unquote like fight that was ongoing earlier today. So anyway, we are approaching the end of round of 16 Mappool, but we have one more surprise, as you can tell. It's gonna be our fourth custom song.
ground turns and the sheets take a bound to the walls and tears up the stone fading out when the lights fall and the seasons shatter. Will you still search for a reason? Wash away the sinking anchor. Watch it go a face when it grazes unseen. Alone, looking outward, shape this miraculously sink. Divine set the sky of a tree.
Absolutely mind-boggling. Just how on earth people were asking like, brother, you got vocals in your TV. Oh man.
He's the goat. Ro is the goat, dude.
Roar is absolutely amazing.
Dude,
It's-
okay, so I had not listened to the original music before this showcase. And so when this song started, I was in a scramble to figure out who did this because the intro sounded so familiar. And this song kind of feels like a spiritual successor to a 7-minute Roar song. The only difference is that this one is nearly 8, which is a title that I cannot pronounce. Zultulik Salid. That's so wrong, but that's the best I can do featuring Len. And this like keeps on that like kind of folk feel combined with the electronic music. It's so cool. It's so good.
But the background, like the background illustration and the jacket art are all done by Showtime. Showtime will appear in a lot of illustrations later on, and also for he will appear for quite a long time. And the animation was done by Transcendium. You may know Transcendium from GTS. Transcendium has done a lot of animations for GTS before, at least. And I was like, when Transcendium posted the first animation, like VI, like work in progress thingy, I was like, ain't no way you call this a draft. You already have like a full on animation, and he's like, a draft, quick draft, nothing biggie.
I'll storyboard for you.
So
Yeah. It's so cool to see everybody come together for these custom songs. There's a lot of work behind this. It's more than musician, illustrator, mapper. There is a billion things that go behind each Resurrection Cup original song, and so many more members of the team than you think. So it's really, really cool when all that work pays off and we get to shout them out and stuff. And yeah, Transcendium, as you said, has done a lot of work on Res Cup this year. This is far from the only.
And to be fair, what you said is just entirely correct. Like every single custom song has its own story. Like I firmly believe that illustrators, animators, and the mappers themselves should be like coming together into like one place and discuss like, okay, well that is how it should be. This is how it should be, and all that stuff. And I believe that's the key to make these things work. And
Yeah.
that's why this monstrosity of a song just exists. And it's just like when this was just the concept, I believe Royer never worked with vocals before, or maybe I'm wrong, but I believe he never worked with vocals before. And yeah, I was just, well, what can I say? Like
At least
everything
not
just,
within an OC tournament, I don't think. The Roar has a couple vocal tracks, to my knowledge.
oh, okay, well, I'm wrong. It's fine. The map, yes, is uploaded right now, and we are not going to waste any more time. We are probably going to end the stream and release the map posts and schedules and all that stuff. So yeah, this was the round of 16 Mappool showcase. I was with Taikani.
Yeah, it's been a good time. It's a good pool to play. So I'm excited to see all the matches this weekend and all the pools moving forward. We have so much still left to share. 4 out of 36 original songs have been shared, so there
20.
is a lot more. 26? Okay.
Let's calm down. It's 26, not
Okay,
36.
so chat fed me misinformation. All right. Either way, it's still a ridiculous amount of music. And there's a lot to share in that sense. So, stay tuned, basically. Watch
Stay
the
tuned.
matches this weekend, feel the hype, and then see what we've got next.
See you guys next time.